In response to Meghan Markle releasing her birth porn video, Piers Morgan has said that it's only a matter of time before a sex tape is released. Now, is Piers Morgan right? Because there have been rumours from credible sources over the years saying that perhaps one does actually exist. So, is Piers Morgan more right than you guys think? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because in response to Megxie releasing that birth porn video, Piers Morgan has said that it's only a matter of time before a sex tape is released. Now, is Piers Morgan right? Because as I've reported over the last couple of years, there have been rumours from credible sources, as far as I'm concerned, saying that perhaps one does actually exist. Now, firstly, let's get to what Piers Morgan actually said in this clip right here on his show, Piers Morgan Uncensored.
I think your tweet about a sex tape coming next is quite disgusting
inevitable
and incredibly misogynistic.
Inevitable.
How could you possibly
Inevitable.
think that? Why?
Would you bet your lifetime savings?
Yes.
There will be no sex tape accidentally leaked to turn her into the Kim Kardashian of the
I
royal
would defend
family?
her releasing a sex tape.
Remember,
That
it's
would be
always
a choice.
accidental, isn't it?
Honestly, if she wants to start an OnlyFans, I'll be the first to sign up. I'm
Really?
definitely
You think
down.
it would be great for someone who's the Duchess of Sussex
I don't think I care.
to be a
Right.
member of... I know you don't, but that's the problem. You don't care about the royal family. I do.
Piers.
I
was
do.
just trying to explain. I
Do you think
can...
sex work is beneath some people? Is that what you're
Probably
arguing?
for a member of the royal family, yeah.
I
yeah.
don't
You
know
probably
about
shouldn't
that.
be a hooker.
Now, quite an extraordinary clip, right, guys? But there was one big, massive thing that I noticed throughout this whole exchange, and it's how strong Piers Morgan is in his conviction, in his belief that a Megxie sex tape is inevitable. Why do I think that? Because he repeats the word inevitable so many times. Inevitable, inevitable, inevitable. So how can Piers Morgan be so sure that an alleged Megxie sex tape is inevitable? Well, as I've reported over the years, there have been rumours from credible sources saying that perhaps one does actually exist. Now, there was one video that I released over the last couple of years, and the credible source that I'm referring to is a guy called Kevin Blatt. Now, he's the former co-host of Blow the Whistle with Too Short Stroke brand lifting specialist. He's also known in Hollywood as the celebrity sex tape guy. And in the last couple of years, I did a video on this particular clip where Kevin Blatt is being interviewed by Tasha K. And they're discussing the rumoured Megxie sex tape. Now, before I get onto that clip, just to give you a better idea as to who Kevin Blatt is and why I think he's a credible source, right? So he's known as the sex tape broker. He was behind promoting Paris Hilton's tape and, according to Vice, was called on as an expert witness for the Hulk Hogan versus Gawker trial, where Hogan sued Gawker Media for releasing a tape of him having the bump and grind with his friend's wife. He was also featured in the 2006 documentary American Cannibal. He is the CEO of his own PR agency, K Bizzle, and vice president of US sales of BrandCloud.us. He hails from Mayfield Heights, Ohio, describes himself as an agent provocateur stroke reputation doctor on his Facebook, making his career in public relations and reputation management. And so he's a reputation management agent who alleges to have quashed Kanye West's video in 2012, but, you know, on the other end at scale, promoted Paris Hilton's 2003 tape. And so he is very, very well known in Hollywood for being, for want of a better phrase, the sex tape guy that you go to whether you want to promote a tape or quash one. He goes both ways. Now, mind the pun on that one, considering the topic that we're discussing right here. But now I've laid down a little bit of a groundwork as to who this guy is and why I consider him at the very least a credible source. Let's get back to the interview that he did with Tasha K a couple of years ago. Now, when it comes to the rumoured Megxie sex tape, it's very, very important for me to mention here that they don't say a name. For me, they are insinuating it's her. And yeah, you don't, as far as I'm concerned, need a PhD to figure out who they're talking about right here. Let's go.
Now, is it true? Now, I'm going to try to frame this in a very minute way. There's a princess that everyone looked up to and looks up to, you know, little black girls such as myself. And that there was a sex tape of her who's married to an alleged prince, of her allegedly eating ass. You saw that tape?
Did you?
Now, I'm assuming that the black princess that she's talking about there is Megxie, and the alleged prince, I'm assuming they're talking about the Ginger Winger himself, Hazza.
I had to ask that's you. That's a deep dive.
I had to ask
you. I sure did. That's a real hot potato.
Princess Tiana was Thompson Salad.
Now they're renaming Princess Tiana. Again, I'm assuming that they're insinuating that Megxie is Princess Tiana.
Tiana?
Hypothetically.
That's not her name. Oh, okay, that's good. That's not her name. Yeah, she's tossing salad. She's tossing salad like, it's not with him, obviously, but it was with an ex-photographer / boyfriend. But it's funny because, man, this woman called me up and she was like, can we speak privately? And I'm like, well, I'm on the phone by myself. She goes, we need a secure app. I'm like, well, let me get the bat phone, let me get in the bat cave. It was the first time I ever used Signal, and talking to her, and she starts telling me this story.
Now, it's interesting. Just to kind of explain, I do have to pause and start this to provide my commentary for fair use purposes, right? But it's extremely interesting. There's two things that he says there, right? At the beginning of him explaining this tape, this alleged tape. Firstly, it's with an ex-photographer. Oh, one springs to mind when it comes to Megxie's world, right? The photographer that she took with him to Africa before she met Hazza, right? And the rumours that they'd go into a separate hut together and not do any photography whatsoever. Allegedly, though, they did some filming. Who knew, right? The other thing that he mentions is that Princess Tiana, right, insisted that they talk through Signal. Didn't Hazza use Signal when he was communicating with his ghostwriter? Those same messages that now apparently have been lost in the ether, as per one of his many lawsuits that he's got going on at the moment. Parallels there. I don't see this as a coincidence, do you?
Story about this. And I just found it amazing that this woman had held on to this video for as long as she did. I guess she was seeing the guy who shot the video many years ago and had a thing for him, but kept this sex tape for whatever reason. She was just an actress back then. And
Megxie, for want of a better phrase, was an actress, wasn't she, guys?
And she comes out of nowhere and she basically...
There's no way.
It's crazy, girl. I've seen a...
I don't think that Tiana could have not...
I didn't say it.
Known that somebody was filming her eating ass. Was she good at it? Did you look at the tape? Was she good at it?
I mean, how do you rate ass eating on a scale of,
I mean, fuck, she's a princess.
I'm not opposed to ass eating. I would have to. Was she hungry? She appeared to be very hungry.
I mean, she's a princess.
I mean, homeboy had his ankles behind his head. I mean, that's some deep digging.
And it was like her face on the camera.
Allegedly. I mean, I wasn't in the room, so I can't tell you 100% that was her.
Do you think
But
that
I can
this
tell
is
you from the
why...
reaction. I can tell you from the reaction that I got from calling her lawyer that it was her.
And we do know Megzy and Azza love to spend money on lawyers. Megzy loves to spend money on lawyers just as she loves to spend money on clothes, makeup, jewelry, and all that other stuff, right, guys? Now, again, this is all alleged. Don't mention her by name. For me, they are insinuating that it's Megzy, right, on this alleged sex tape. But coming around full circle, you guys, Piers Morgan might be more right than you guys actually think. You guys might be thinking, oh, it's a joke. Him saying that Megzy's sex tape is inevitable, it's inevitable, it's inevitable, blah, 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 blah. Guys, this might not be a joke. There have been rumours for years that one actually exists with Megzy. And when you've got the likes of Kevin Blatt, known as the sex tape guy in Hollywood, right, turning around and insinuating in this interview right here, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, that Megzy actually does have a sex tape and he's seen it. Yeah, Piers Morgan might be more right than you guys think. A Megzy sex tape could be inevitable. But enough about what I think. What do you guys think? With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course, there's going to be more. You do not want to miss my next video. Then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. What do you guys think? Do you believe Piers Morgan? Do you think a Megzy sex tape is inevitable? Now that you've heard from Kevin Blatt, and that interview was from 2-3 years ago as well, insinuating, as far as I'm concerned, that there is a rumoured Megzy sex tape, you think Piers Morgan today is right, saying that one is inevitable? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.